Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Doom 2016. Let's continue. Now it's been a couple of days, so I'm a little off on where I'm going and what I'm doing. Clearly, after weeks of not playing this game, getting back into this game was not hugely interesting. Let's see, we need headshots. But would any of these guys actually allow for a headshot? Let's see. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch of enemies at this train station. We need something to hit with a chainsaw so we can get some bullets.
UAC tramline ready for departure. Please be seated. The tram is now ready to depart. The UAC's Advanced Research Complex will be our final destination.
So time apparently slows when you go into the menu. If not completely pauses with just an animation that makes it feel like it slows. That was a rather easy fight, which kind of makes me wonder if this is going to become some kind of on-rails shooter type game section, which I guess that would be different. Or is this just a loading signal section? Oh, it's just a complete loading section. So we missed tons and tons of parts of that level, and yet exploration there says we only missed 2 secrets and 1 elite guard, and we didn't get either one of the rune trials. And we got somewhat close to doing the other challenges. I really don't know if I want to come back and ever play any of the levels again, but it probably would make a decent amount of sense to do that and just replay the entire game a second time to get combat upgrades. But the upgrades don't feel like they're necessary. And here I have the mouse in the lower right hand corner spinning. And over here we have a spinning loading section. You have the location of Olivia's private offices inside the Lazarus complex. When the initial invasion began, you must transfer us through the advanced research complex to gain access to the entrance. Utilize the tools you find along the way. Okay. And so we're just into another chapter called A Brighter Tomorrow. It's been, I think, over halfway through the game, and we haven't gotten any kind of backstory about what they wanted us to do. I can't walk. I can only spin around here.
It's time we meet in person. My office is on the 2nd floor of this facility.
So, one would think that might be a boss fight, but I can't walk while this is moving, which to me is an implication that they locked me into place because their engine cannot handle somebody standing on a platform and walking around. I would not be surprised one bit if that was the exact issue. And I've seen that certainly in other platforms happen. Other game engines where you stand on a platform and things just turn into entire nightmare scenarios of you sliding and slipping all around.
This vast state-of-the-art research, design, and production center uses cutting-edge technology and
this is really the only
techniques
background
to
we're
prototype
getting.
Everything from robotics to weaponry to subspace communication systems.
So there's a guy that I guess saw me from really far away. Here, let's ask this question. Nope, can't shoot through this. this is like the worst possible way to use that weapon. Down here, there's like nothing. We've got kind of full map visibility available to us, so, or at least most of it. Yeah, and the levels don't look any different from the last time I saw anything. What are our challenges? Perform 5 screw top glory kills on possessed. Attack from the right leg or head from behind. Interact with 2 trial stones, 2 ruined trial stones, which would be both of them, and find 2 collectibles. Yeah, I don't really see the value in doing half of that. Clearly there's a level of unfinishedness in this, because if they had programmed these dead bodies, they would have at some point had to have had the idea to have these guys come back to life and respawn, and have there be areas where enemies kind of infinitely spawn. Maybe we're not to that point, but it feels like we're 2/3 of the way through the game. Like, ideally, I would walk down a hallway and then all of these guys would rise up, or there'd be some kind of demon that could possess these bodies and do something with them.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
So I just walk through this area. Still can't do anything with the flares. So these, I guess, are bathrooms. And let's look at the mirrors. Mirrors are reflecting a very blurry image, not including me. That's pretty subpar for a AAA developer's engine, quite frankly. These, nothing here. Unlike Dead Space, where the bathrooms were areas of potential major scares, it's just nothing going on here. And see, this is still a slightly mirrored surface, even though the mirror is broken. So it feels like whoever programmed it was not even in communication with whoever animated it, which would have probably been the same people. Like, should be the same people on the same team. There might be some kind of achievement or something here, but who knows what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some silly Steam achievement around this. And let's see, is there a way to find a way up? Yes, there is. So now I'm in a not shown section, and I have to remember where the crouch button is. Yeah, we're getting little sound effects. And that's kind of it. Secret found. So another suit upgrade. Broken enemy things. No way to open these cabinets, which is something you totally could do in Dead Space. We now have a full map. And there's, I guess, demons on the other side of this. So by taking that slight section, just still trying to get stronger bullets. Slowly playing this game.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Yep. All of a sudden the game seems like it's gotten pretty simplistic. Which seems odd. It didn't feel like this was the way things were gonna work. And they're just handing me all these upgrades. So I assume this is something that means we're gonna run into a new enemy or something. I don't really see a reason to go with a full health or full armor yet, so we'll get health armor and then ammo. And then turn off the security alert, which will free some more people from making sounds. Like, it really feels like these characters, these possessed, should have been programmed and were originally intended to be programmed as fast-running zombies instead of meandering zombies that I'm really just shooting like fish in a barrel. Like I don't even have to get in the area, I can just wait. And they'll come to me. Let's see. Is this what Doom really is, though? Not really. This isn't the fast-paced movement shooter game that you normally would play in the original Doom 1 or Doom 2. This feels like just a generic shooter.
Look upon the faces of these extraordinary men and women. These are the best and brightest minds. The most devout members of the UAC faith, fully indoctrinated. They have assimilated the UAC core belief, a world of power, born again of fire. Their unquestioning work and devotion has earned them a place in the Hall of Excellence.
Here's Sam Hayden,
you can to see our destiny
head of
manifest.
UAC Mars,
Work harder.
Founders Medal of Achievement. So is there an Olivia Pierce on this? Nope, I don't see Olivia Pierce listed. And then, well, I don't know, are these Kickstarter backers? I don't think there was a Kickstarter or anything like that, but they might be people who worked on the game. Like, frankly, there would only be a few names I would recognize. Basically 2 of the biggest names.
Welcome to the UAC Advanced Research Complex.
Here's Olivia Pierce, in which she had the Echelon Award. So even in their own storyline, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other characters that are supposed to be important. This looks like specific areas that are supposed to be important. There's totally not. There's absolutely totally not 8 people that are going to be in this story. Alright, time to switch guns. I really wish there was a different way to switch guns around here. It's not an efficient pattern. Frankly, if I could just switch it to cycling through guns via a tap on the right bump instead of switching between two major choices.
Applicants, and our faith is nothing without believers. We cannot conduct our work without them.
And what kind of work is it that you're doing, Olivia? I haven't seen a report from your team in months now, have I? Can I trust that you can maintain your distance and control of the situation?
Of course. I believe in our work, but in order to make progress, we will have to make even greater sacrifices.
This isn't progress, it's madness. The board understands the peculiar nature of your work, and no one is in the dark on what those sacrifices mean to mankind. But your judgment is no longer considered sound.
So, the UAC definitely seems like it's this corporation that has devolved into like a religious fervor of worship, and that there is some kind of cultish belief happening here. I guess pause now if you want to read this. Pause now if you want to read the rest of that. The idea, I think, is probably from the coming to the concept that this is some kind of like demonic. Well, that didn't do anything. So here's an example of a physics toy that a programmer would only really want to program if it actually worked, and you can see it doesn't work. So either this was a pre-purchased asset, or they could not get a simple physics toy to work without dropping the frame rate insanely in this empty room. Yeah. Without really knowing, though, what life is like for the average human, if there are even any indeed average humans, as we see, our two main characters are basically robots, you're kind of in this weird position where there's not a lot that you can guess or know. And this feels like there clearly should have been a whole another section of the level here. Meanwhile, the game just seems like it's still pretty easy. And with kind of what you would call an insignificant amount of strafing, I can just headshot everything.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
And we're getting the exact same scenario over and over again. I'd like to see some of this glass breaking. I think that would be a fun experience for this. Just occasionally have a window where the glass can break, at the very least. Otherwise, it looks like, unless these doors are going to open, this feels very much like a 3D platforming area, which I suspect is because there's going to be a bit of running around, yeah. So I could run around and sniper these guys, and then free that, and get like knocking yourself. So if I get I get this power up, if I get that, I can do whatever needs to be done with, let's say, the chain gun. Which mod? Apparently no mods enabled on the chain gun. Alright, gauze gun and plasma gun. Come on. So 5 more headshots. So let's just grab this. Berserk mode. And where is it here? Well, Berserk mode is interesting. It's not specifically helpful if you're trying to fight major people. Seems like Berserk mode lasted kind of an insignificantly small number of time. And the music kicks up when you do one of these kills. But I'm having major time. Let's see, gauze gun. The music gets a little bit louder. And the music tries to build up as I'm taking a little bit of damage. There you go. Slice that summoner in half. That's more than helpful. So this gauze gun works well enough. This is really easy.
Lockdown disengaged.
Like I'm starting to question if the fact that I've left this game running has it decided that my playtime somehow equals the game should be easier, or the runtime equals somehow the game should be easier. But I really don't know. I think in a weird way that's just kind of what this game is you run into either easy fights or you run into a fight that's usually easy and you get overwhelmed for half a second and then you take a little bit too much damage. And running around looking for bullets is not really even worth it. Like, the real thing I need to look for is just to see if there's anything on the map. There's this whole underground section. I kind of think I understand how to get to some of the areas that weren't accessible in previous maps, but I am kind of still questioning the logic around getting to some of the other places. The way this is designed, where it always tells you that there's a demonic presence and warns you, that's definitely not something from Doom. Like,
do not be alarmed by the system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether, a means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow its installation voluntarily. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I have supplies in my office. This way, please.
so it immediately puts you in a cutscene where I can't shoot him. So we can just come over here at least and look at the red flashing light. It seems to... the lights seem to be flashing between red and blue.
Take whatever supplies you need.
Alright, well, more armor is certainly going to be helpful, and any items of any sorts. What is with the lighting, though? What in the world is going on? It goes all red when I'm standing in
The
specific
destruction of the Argent
places.
Tower is devastating, but I am committed to helping you close the portal. All of our work and understanding of their world is derived from the inscriptions on a large stone artifact we pulled from Hell in the earliest days of the program. We call it the Helix Stone. It is our most closely guarded asset. Olivia was obsessed with it. From it,
And I'm
we
obsessed
learned
with
how to
this
manipulate Hell's
texture.
energy, bend it to our will.
This is
Take
just a
advantage
visual
of their
glitch,
resources.
I assume.
It also led us to you. The Helix Stone showed us how to harness the power of the well. I believe it will show you how to shut it down. For years, Olivia has kept the Helix in her private office in the Lazarus Labs, which is only accessible through a secure elevator from the Advanced Research Complex across the chasm.
Why is this
Your
not
affinity
directional
for
audio,
guns
by the
is
way?
apparent. I'm confident
Like,
you'll
why am I
find
hearing
something
this
useful
in a
there
3D
as well.
audio in my head voice when I
The
should be
service
hearing it
elevator
directly
is at the
from
end
him?
of the hall.
And there's these knights, and then a Doomslayer. Wish I could zoom in and read what these say. Praetor suit, Angel. Is that? I can't read the text. Let's see. Ancient Sentinel. Praetor suit, Ancient Sentinel. So at some point they were thinking about time travel. I would kind of question maybe going in a different way here and saying that Doom Guy is not even in the same universe that he was in before. Still getting that visual glitch. That clearly is not supposed to be happening. We could pause and resume, but I don't think that's going to fix anything. Yeah, you get this disconnect from any other humans on this planet to the point where it's like, are you a human? Are you the same human? Does it matter? And I guess we're now going downward and going to have to work our way through this. I have no idea what that tether really does. Let's see. Pause now if you want to read more of this. You really have to get your entire backstory, I guess, from that. Power up effectiveness, we can purchase that. We could have purchased that before I used that berserker armor. And let's see, we still need 5 more headshots And I'm not sure that there's anything else I want to unlock right now. Yeah, I probably am saving up for a reduced charge time on the gauze gun. That would actually be very nice. Whereas the missile launcher's not that useful. None of this really is. Well, at the very least, I can kind of happily say it seems like the red light tint on everything is intentional and is going to stay on. 2 more. And which way do I want to go? Guess we can go over here. Grab another Praetor suit upgrade. Yeah, if the idea is that there's a hell, then you would assume that there's a heaven, but for Doom, in particular, you wouldn't want any real interaction with that, which is very weird because I'm fairly certain that there will be levels or story elements from a heaven-like world in Doom Eternal, which I can't help but just assume is going to be a very dangerous way to go about it. Like, I think, particularly with these modern 3D graphics, the demonic element is as far as you really could go for a AAA game. Here is, I guess, the stone I was in, although wasn't I awakened in that? There's a bunch of them. So they've been finding other people like me. Maybe those are the other Praetor suits we've been seeing. So I might not be the one and only Doomslayer out there. Seems like this is a elevator or trick section. And yeah, it doesn't really look like there's much else. Seems like we're going through here to like, clearly this is only necessary because we're going from inside to a kind of outside level, and that just does not feel like something that a modern game would need. We've got a Doom. Well, I forgot what these are even called. Hellspawn portals. And here's a thought. If you've got these electric fences, why are there so many non-electric fences everywhere? And why aren't there electric fences that you could use to avoid a character from falling to their death, which seems to be happening too often. So there must be some way, I guess, through that door. These rocky walls with things built around them. This way, it's another door that is probably a secret, so then there's some switch somewhere. There you go. Challenge complete. So, couple shots now needed for this gun. Meanwhile, I don't think any of my other guns have been upgraded enough for it to matter. So yeah, there's a switch somewhere, but it could be, frankly, anywhere. It'd be really, really far from the location of the door. We've got a thing here that I guess I couldn't activate yet. So let's just grab this and then grab this. And do that kill. And do that kill. And then that, and that, and that, and a couple of these. And this guy is flamethrowing me. Alright, how about this? Just gut that guy completely. You can get about 10 shots with this upgraded gun to kill one of these guys, which is pretty hard to kill in the first place. Okay, how about that? And that gave me about 5 health. I guess these enemies have maybe some different styles of damage they do, because I feel like I've seen versions of this. I feel like I've seen versions of that guy that did blue damage, and that one was clearly doing green damage. So now we can run around and collect things. Did I not use any of these bullets? I guess I didn't. That's still locked. I really have to wonder, did I just ruin the experience for myself by playing on easy? That doesn't feel like what would have happened in the old Doom games. Like, it really feels like you would have much more of a opportunity to play the game any way you want and still have a decent experience with it. So it becomes questionable, to say the least. Oops. When the game tells you actually you pushed the wrong button at the beginning of the game, and now your experience is going to forever be inferior. So this door opens. And we can grab some more armor. But do I really want to load into this section? Let's see. Armed with a heavy assault rifle, eliminate all targets before the timer expires. Movement is only permitted for 3 seconds following any kill. Yeah, this feels like yet another one of these experiences where it would require a lot of effort. Let's see. Alright. So, I don't have any ability to maneuver myself in the right place until I kill something. Yeah, the chances of getting this done is really, really low. Yeah, even though that these guys are running towards me, like, I need 2 more. Okay, I got it. That seemed really easy. I guess maybe I should go back and look at some of the other rune trials. Maybe they were really difficult before. But now we are rewarded with having to look at the load screen. And alright, so let's just see what this is. This dazed and confused death from above we haven't done once. So we might as well move over here. Kill 50 demons while doing the speed boosts. Odds of that happening are not super high. We've got a new monster element and I don't even know which one it was. So who knows on that one. Also, looking for switches. Looking for something that would open the section up. Here you go. Super Turkey Puncher. This has gotta be something. I don't know what this is though. Is this just an Easter egg? Alright, punch, 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 punch with the A button. So this is the old Doom game with just the punch mode, and you're just turkey punching. Can we get 666? Nope. We got over 1,000. How far should we go on this, though? So Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. The idea of going up to 6,000 seems ridiculous. 6,666. That feels like an unrealistic achievement to have to go for. So 2,500, 2,600. I guess 3,000 will go up to 3,000, but then let's just quit. Yeah, that seems ridiculous. That doesn't feel like a switch activated because I did that. We're getting weird sound effects, but none of that matters. See, my thought is that there might just be a switch anywhere, and you might not see it. But the one place I kind of do see something is an attempt to get up there. And I don't know how I could do that. Like, I can jump up here. Certainly can jump up here. I can't really jump up there. Can't really jump up there. That won't hold me. I keep thinking I'm in this gun. guess we could look at the map. How much more of this map is there? Well, a collection of things. Yeah. So, yeah. I have no idea if there is a switch somewhere. I feel like there probably is. But I think I should just move forward. And clearly this is a secret section. And this is what makes me feel like I really don't want to bother to go back. Because if there is some kind of token or no clip thing that opens this door, or if there's just a switch lever somewhere that I'm just not seeing at all, is this really worth my effort? I think the answer to that is probably no. Got some demon head skulls flying around. But apparently I can't jump up that high. This is where it again feels like you're coming into a very different style of game than what Doom is. One shot. Seems like we're jumping in through there, and see they put some movement on it so that they can tell you that that's where they expect you to go. That was a slightly dangerous close jump. This will allow you to get higher and higher. For that. But does that mean I'm supposed to be able to crawl all the way back that way? I don't think so. They've given us a convenient place to jump from if we want to try and make that jump. Impact compressor doing its thing. Over here is a secret. Did not even look on the map for that, just kind of found it. Over there is some Argent energy. Where's the guy? Like, somebody's shooting at me. I can't even see where the thing shooting at me is. Another secret found. And ammo is definitely the thing that should be upgraded here. Like, maybe ammo needs to be the thing that's upgraded to going forward anyways. Not really seeing anything that feels like it would be a significant. So I guess these guys just respawn. And in we go. Now, in that, did I miss something? Yes, I missed a power up. Did I miss anything else of any real importance? It's hard to tell with the camera zoomed out so much. I think we're cool. There's an upgrade over there. There was a bunch of things everywhere. Well, how does one get down further? Or how does one get up higher? I guess you climb on this and then you jump over here. Again, not Doom. This is whatever game you're aping here. You're not aping Doom when you're platforming and climbing through air vents. Yep. Alright. So now that the ventilator is on, does that allow me to do something else? Alright. I think I accidentally just got pushed in the direction I didn't want to go. Yeah. Oops. Looks like that upgrade is gone now. Unless I go this direction and get it back. Maybe this is a full circle scenario. Maybe it's over here. Like, there's no way to turn the ventilators off. I guess I could jump down this way. Max health. Oh, where am I now? Am I looking at the right direction for this upgrade? Going through a lot to get to this. Alright, so what do I want to upgrade? The Gatling rounds. Weapon can spin up chain gun or use a mini turret with infinite bullets, or get the upgrade for remote detonation, which I don't think I need, or precision bolt, which maybe is something I should go for, but I don't think so. I'm gonna take this. So now I have an upgrade. So now I can hold this left trigger so it spins up, so it will fire. Whereas if I want to fire otherwise in a fast speed, I'd have to build up to it. So it's real slow. Okay. I get that idea. Now, increase the spin rate of the Gatling gun. Bullets penetrate through targets. What was I saving up for otherwise? A reduced charge time on the Gauss gun. I feel like not that one, but this one would be useful. But until I completely upgrade something, like kill multiple demons with a super shotgun 30 times, which may never happen, I'm kind of stuck in this weird position where things will never be improved, and so that whole gameplay mechanic will just be done. Let's see. The fact that you have to turn around here is annoying. At this point, it's time to move forward, and despite the way the air blows you into specific corners kind of indicates that the game has you pre-programmed to go in certain directions. Yeah, we're going this way, and this probably is just going to be a fight. Over here, there's a Praetor thing. Which, how many of those do we have? 2? So, I could switch weapons faster, or I could be more protected against environmentals. I think switching weapons is the better move. And we could grab ledges faster. We kind of have to be near the end, just on the level of how many Praetor tokens and such we've collected. I doubt the game is seriously going to give us a ridiculously large amount of extra unlockables. Let's see. As far as Praetor elite guards, yeah, there's, I believe, if I was to guess, yeah, 3 more Argent cells in the entire game. So that's assuming I didn't miss any. There's 3 more levels in the game. There's weapon upgrades that I definitely missed. I don't know what the new weapon bit here is. It's probably something like this. So pause now if you want to read that. We still have bits of data to collect, and I think we'll be collecting that forever. As far as suit upgrades, there's a decent number of those we probably missed, and weapon upgrades, I assume that there's enough in the entire game to collect all of that. I assume... Oops. When did I change to that? So you can kind of see how a Gatling gun is not the best weapon to have in these kind of fights. But it's not terrible now that I can just spin the weapon.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Let's equip this gun and this gun. It kind of feels like nothing. That was a pretty easy fight, and we wandered around. On either side seems to be some bits of things to collect. And if I wasn't making a special effort to go in these other rooms, I wouldn't even really have to kill these guys. So there is something to be said about this room looking clean and very UAC-ish, whereas other rooms feel like they're not so purposefully designed, to say the least. They feel like there's no point for them existing at all. Yeah, there's nothing in this room. Next we have a room here that's a secret room, so let's assume... Well, no, that's not a secret room, it's just a room I didn't search fully enough before. So, yeah, pause now if you want to read this. Pause now if you want to read that. The BFG2. Interesting. So the BFG is going to make a mention, but there's Also, in Doom Eternal, something called the BFG, so they're playing that joke multiple times. Seriously, what do I have to do to change my grenade function? Like, I have no idea why you would want to use the clone grenades, and I think there's a third style of grenade, but I don't know why you'd want to do it or use that. Here we go, up here to up here to a collectible. Is this supposed to be an important character? That just dropped us back down in this area, which I don't know if you could have jumped up through this and gotten a ledge. Doesn't seem like you could have. Alright. This feels really ridiculous because it feels like we're going to go a little long here, but it feels like we're going to very much just activate this.
Retinal scan failed. Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
Seriously? Where do you want me to go? Like, there's no way to pick up a guy in comparison to, say, Dark's Dead Space, where you could have easily used telekinesis to. I feel like I should be able to climb through there. But that doesn't seem like that's doable. And it doesn't look like there's anything up there. Where am I supposed to be going? What happens if I try it again?
Retinal scan failed. Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
The ARC is
This is crazy.
augmentation.
This is really, really crazy. If there's a key card, it should have been pretty obvious. Let's see what it says. Access the Lazarus Chamber. Challenge completed. Store is there. Let's see if there was some kind of upgrade you got where you always have yellow access. That would be weird. Okay, corpse upper torso acquired. So that's your key card.
Is the birthplace of several breakthrough fields,
Which one would assume that a retinal scan would be smart enough to not work on a dead person.
Access granted. Hello, Dr. Peters. Biometric mismatch detected. Scanning. Unauthorized personnel confirmed. Expulsion to commence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I don't know if I'm in a good position or a bad position.
Activating laser security system.
Well, that doesn't look good. Weird. So what was I supposed to do there? Again, this is not Doom. Whatever this is, it's not Doom.
Detected. Scanning. Unauthorized personnel confirmed. Expulsion to commence in 5, 4, 3.
So these floors
2, 1.
retract, and there's a grid laser. And I think this is the platform we're gonna go for. So I imagine they just wanted you to see these green platforms, see this come down, and then do this. And just, I guess, hope that that doesn't change anything. Is that all it's gonna do? Whatever this pattern is, whatever this is though, this is, again, not Doom. You never would need to do this. This is slow. This has nothing to do with shooting demons. It kind of has nothing to do with anything. Is this just gonna keep on doing the same thing over and over again? I guess we'll try and shoot the red sections. That's about all I can imagine. So I guess that's what we needed to do. And now we have a new BFG gun, which is cool and all, but what is it replacing? The BFG 9000. Right, so what is this replacing? The BFG 9000 is a massive weapon that is accessed by pressing the Y button. Use it to devastate your enemies. So it's its own thing. So X will get you the chainsaw, the BFG is the Y, B crouches, A jumps. There's also going to be a flamethrower added in Doom Eternal, so I don't have a clue what button that's going to activate with. Let's try this. We can't end with that. Alright. And that was a massive amount of people, although they were all simplistic zombie characters. And not really anything too fast moving or dangerous. So we can see a massive evacuation taking place that way. Why are we getting these holograms though? Because before you had to activate that, and now apparently you don't have to activate the holograms; they just happen. Right. And we'll see that there is a small thing over this way. We'll try this trial, but man, we're gonna go really late here. The thing I don't want to do is end the recording though in the middle of things. Demons become more glory kill friendly due to high strength resistance, high damage resistance when staggered. Kill 8. Let's see. So you've got to get every glory kill you can done as quickly as possible and not make any mistakes. Well, I got it. Why do the runes now seem to be really easy? Why does everything feel easy? This game is unfinished. It's unpolished. That's all I can say. Is that clearly this was some kind of side project or something that they were allowed, id Software is allowed to do. Stagger 100 demons. I think I can actually accomplish that one. A kill 50 while speed boost is enabled. I doubt I'll get that to work. Yeah. I have some weapon upgrade points too, so apparently that's something else to consider. There's not going to be any upgrade for the BFG gun, I imagine. So maybe the Gatling gun? I have 3, which I guess I want the heat blast upgrade. Might as well. Just try to get everything upgraded a little bit. Right. And I feel like we're just going to run into either Olivia Pierce or a cutscene, and again, red fog. I could be using the BFG weapon. Let's see. How much ammo though does this use? Like, what gives me BFG weapon ammo? Because I just used it and I don't know when I'm gonna get any more.
Remote presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
I hear sound effects. I see a portal. Seriously, where does this portal go? Alright, how about this? Let's go through the portal and see that it puts us here, and that this portal has kind of a timer cooldown on it. That must be BFG ammo that I just picked up. I assume. So my guess is this is supposed to be a super damaging fight, and we'll see. If I was to fire the BFG right now, I don't think I would do much damage. You really have to wait till they decide to spawn back around you. You can just kind of hit them. You can just kind of stun lock these guys. There we go. Here we go. Hey, what's this do? Nothing right now. And we still are in a position where, yes, you will run out of bullets in at least one gun, but probably not both. Where is everything? Let's... Alright, here. That's probably good enough to BFG everybody. Now we've got our Gauss gun. And hit him hard on that. I hit the wrong button. Alright, we are in a bad position now. Really don't want to die, so let's jump over here and single out a guy. Get some health back. Get a decent amount of health back. More health back. I'm just kind of waiting. Now it's like, where are you hiding? They must be at the very top of the level, and so I need to work my way up. Music's playing, but inevitably it's one tiny character. There we go. And yeah, it doesn't spawn anymore. It doesn't increase the danger.
Lockdown disengaged.
So then it becomes a very silly experience.
Lazarus service elevator now arriving.
So the elevator is
presence
now...
at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
So we've got some hell demons. Alright, fine. How about this? That works perfectly well for me.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
So that feels a lot like the end of episode 1 of Doom. Is that you end up fighting these two Hell Knight creatures. So exploration seems to just be getting better and better. We got 2 of the challenges done. It's questionable whether I get these other challenges ever done, which it makes it really questionable if I'd ever unlock everything or want to play these games in any other way. And we're about 19 minutes over. Yeah, this is the time to wrap up. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe. All those things help me with YouTube. When you subscribe, click the notification bell, click the pull down on the notification bell if you actually want all notifications, as one would assume you would want. If you want a friend or follow me on any other social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.